What you're about to see is not for the faint of heart. These aren't movie scenes or scripted jump scares designed for entertainment. These are real videos caught on camera that defy explanation. They are glimpses into the unsettling, the unknown, the truly terrifying. Prepare yourself. We count down the most disturbing, the most inexplicable, the scariest videos ever to surface online. These are the clips that burrow into your mind and refuse to leave. They are the digital nightmares that make you question what is real and what lurks just beyond the veil of our understanding. From grainy security footage to found footage fragments, these videos have haunted the internet for years. They have sparked endless debate, fueled countless theories, and instilled genuine fear in millions. They are modern folklore, born in the digital age, yet tapping into primal fears as old as humanity itself. We delve into the origins, the content, and the chilling impact of these viral specters. Each one offers a unique brand of terror, a distinct flavor of dread that resonates deeply. They remind us that sometimes the most frightening things are those we cannot easily explain. They are anomalies, glitches in the fabric of reality, captured by chance or perhaps by something far more deliberate. Let the countdown begin. Number 5. The smile. This video is often described as a short, low-quality clip that circulated on various dark corners of the internet. It typically features a person, sometimes identified as a woman, staring directly into the camera. Their face is contorted into an unnaturally wide, fixed smile. The smile itself is disturbing, stretching far beyond normal human expression. It doesn't convey joy or amusement. It conveys something else entirely. Something predatory, something wrong. The eyes, often wide and unblinking, hold an intense, unwavering gaze. There are subtle, unsettling changes reported within the clip. Minor facial twitches, shifts in the background that shouldn't be there, or a sense of the figure leaning slightly closer. These details are often debated, adding to the video's elusive horror. Theories about the smile are rampant online. Some dismiss it as a simple prank or a piece of digital art designed to creep people out. Others suggest it depicts a psychological disorder, a genuine medical condition causing the facial distortion. But the most unsettling theories propose something far more sinister: that the smile is not human, that the figure is not entirely of this world, that watching the video for too long can have psychological effects, a form of digital contagion. Regardless of its true nature, the image of that fixed, unnatural smile and the unwavering gaze is deeply unsettling. It taps into our innate fear of distorted human forms and expressions that signal danger rather than connection. It is a brief, potent dose of pure creepiness that has earned its place among the internet's most disturbing visuals. The lack of clear context or origin only amplifies its eerie power. It simply exists, a fragment of digital dread waiting to be discovered. Number 4. The Russian sleep experiment. This entry is unique as it's primarily a creepypasta, a piece of internet horror fiction, but its narrative and imagery are so potent they have spawned countless disturbing visual interpretations and animations. The story alleges a Cold War-era Soviet experiment. 5 political prisoners were kept in a sealed chamber for 15 days. They were given an experimental gas designed to keep them awake indefinitely. Initially, the subjects were normal, communicating through a microphone. But as the days wore on without sleep, their behavior deteriorated rapidly. They descended into madness, paranoia, and extreme distress. The narrative describes them screaming for hours, tearing at their restraints, and eventually self-mutilating. When researchers finally entered the chamber, the scene was horrific. The subjects had ripped off their own skin and muscle tissue. They had consumed their own flesh. Despite their horrific injuries, they were still alive and fought violently against being removed from the gas. When questioned about why they inflicted such damage upon themselves, their chilling reply was simply, "We must remain awake." The story culminates with the sole survivor, when asked what he was, identifying himself as the darkness inside us all. While widely accepted as fiction, the narrative's graphic details and psychological horror resonate deeply. The concept of forced wakefulness leading to such extreme depravity is viscerally terrifying. The animated recreations and illustrations inspired by the story are often sterile, claustrophobic, and filled with distorted, screaming faces. These visuals, though not real footage, have become synonymous with the story's horror. They depict the loss of humanity, the descent into primal madness, in a way that feels disturbingly plausible within the context of the narrative. The power of the Russian sleep experiment lies in its ability to create a horrifying scenario that feels just grounded enough in reality to be truly disturbing. It's a testament to the power of storytelling to create fear, even without authentic video evidence. The imagery it conjures is burned into the minds of those who encounter it. Number 3. The Skinwalker Ranch footage. Located in a remote corner of Utah, Skinwalker Ranch has become notorious for decades of unexplained phenomena. Reports range from cattle mutilations and strange lights in the sky to encounters with bizarre creatures and poltergeist activity. Numerous investigations have taken place on the ranch, often involving scientific teams attempting to document the anomalies. Some of these investigations have allegedly captured strange events on camera. The footage associated with Skinwalker Ranch is often blurry, shaky, and captured at night, typically using night vision equipment. It includes clips of strange, fast-moving lights that perform impossible maneuvers. There are also alleged glimpses of unidentified objects or figures moving in the darkness. These clips are rarely clear or conclusive. They are fragments, suggestions of something happening just beyond the edge of the frame or the limits of the camera's ability. One common theme is the appearance of strange glowing orbs or lights that seem to interact with the environment or observers. Another is the fleeting sight of figures that don't appear entirely human or animal. The mystery surrounding Skinwalker Ranch itself lends immense weight to any alleged footage. Is it military experiments, hoaxes, or something truly paranormal, perhaps connected to Native American legends of shape-shifting entities known as skinwalkers? The footage, inconclusive as it may be, fuels the mystery. It provides tantalizing, frustrating glimpses of potential evidence. It suggests that the strange stories about the ranch might have some basis in reality. The unsettling nature comes from the combination of the remote, isolated location and the persistent, varied reports of high strangeness. The footage, however ambiguous, serves as a visual anchor for these terrifying tales. It makes the possibility of encountering something truly inexplicable feel more real, more immediate. The truth behind Skinwalker Ranch and its alleged footage remains elusive, adding to its chilling mystique. It's a place where the veil between worlds feels thin, and the cameras might just be catching glimpses of what lies on the other side. Number 2. The Ghost Girl of the Elevator. This video is a piece of security camera footage that went viral due to its deeply unsettling and seemingly inexplicable nature. The clip typically shows a young girl entering an elevator alone. What happens next is what has baffled and terrified viewers. The girl appears to vanish inexplicably while inside the elevator. One moment she is clearly visible, the next she is gone. There is no apparent exit, no door opening, no place for her to hide. The footage often continues, showing the elevator doors opening and closing repeatedly on different floors. Sometimes the girl briefly reappears, only to vanish again. The quality of security camera footage is often poor, adding to the mystery and making it difficult to discern fine details. However, the core event, the apparent disappearance and reappearance, is starkly visible. The lack of any rational explanation is the primary source of the video's horror. How could a child simply vanish inside a closed elevator car? Was it a glitch in the camera system, a trick of the light, or something far more sinister, something paranormal? The video became a viral sensation, sparking countless debates and analyses online. People have scrutinized every frame, looking for clues, for a logical explanation, but none have ever been definitively proven. The unsettling nature is amplified by the subject, a young, seemingly vulnerable child. Her presence and subsequent disappearance tap into primal fears of loss and the unknown. The repetitive opening and closing of the elevator doors after her disappearance adds to the eerie atmosphere. It feels like the elevator itself is somehow involved or perhaps searching. The ghost girl of the elevator is a perfect example of how mundane technology can capture something truly terrifying. It's a brief, chilling mystery that leaves you with more questions than answers. It makes you look twice at everyday security cameras, wondering what else they might be capturing that we don't understand. It is a modern ghost story caught on digital film that continues to haunt the internet. And the #1 scariest video on the internet, the Marble Hornets entry #1. This video is significant not just for its content, but for what it started. It is the very first entry in the groundbreaking found footage web series, Marble Hornets. The series began in 2009 and is credited with popularizing the character known as Slender Man. Entry #1 is a shaky, handheld video clip, purportedly footage from an abandoned student film project. The setting is often a wooded area or a seemingly ordinary location. The quality is deliberately poor, mimicking amateur videography. The horror in this initial entry is subtle, almost subliminal. It's not a jump scare or a graphic image. It's the brief, fleeting appearance of a figure in the background. A tall, unnaturally slender figure. It is often obscured by trees, distance, or the camera's movement, but its presence is undeniable and deeply unsettling. This figure, later known as Slender Man, is depicted as a tall, thin entity with unnaturally long limbs, often wearing a suit. It has no discernible face. Its horror comes from its unnatural form, its silent, stalking nature, and its association with psychological distress and disappearance. Entry #1 is a masterclass in building suspense and fear through suggestion. The figure is barely visible, a glitch in the periphery, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It taps into the fear of being watched, of something ancient and malevolent lurking just out of sight. This single video is the genesis of a modern-day boogeyman. It launched a massive online phenomenon, inspiring countless other videos, stories, games, and even real-world tragic events. Its impact on internet horror and creepypasta culture is immeasurable. The fear it generates is psychological. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of something that doesn't belong, the fear of a predator that hunts not with teeth or claws, but with its very presence. Marble Hornets entry #1 proved that you don't need high production values or elaborate effects to create profound terror. You just need a camera, a woods, and a figure that should not exist. It is the video that introduced the world to Slender Man, and for that, it remains arguably the most significant and terrifying video to emerge from the depths of the internet. Its legacy of fear continues to spread. Are these just elaborate hoaxes, clever pieces of fiction designed to scare us? Are they misinterpretations of mundane events, fueled by our desire for the mysterious? Or did we just witness something truly unexplainable? Glimpses of the paranormal, the monstrous, the impossible. The internet is a vast, dark ocean, and these videos are just a few of the strange, terrifying things that have washed ashore. They challenge our understanding of reality. They tap into our deepest fears. They remind us that sometimes the most frightening things are those we cannot easily explain or dismiss. They linger in the mind, digital ghosts in the machine, leaving us to wonder what else is out there, waiting to be caught on camera, waiting to find us.